Good morning. I'm just setting up stream as usual. I had a very quick look at the trophies. And it seems almost no matter what I do, there will be coming trophies for taking over the, I want to call it the library. It's not a library. Yeah. For taking over the archive, right? So if I restore it to its full potential, there's a trophy. And if I take over the archive without any help from neither the order or Auntie's choice, there's a trophy. And on top of that, I saw there was a trophy for maxing out rookie, the gun you get in the very beginning of the game, Rookie's Dream or Rookie's Choice or something like that. So having that in mind, I equipped it. But I haven't really used it. So it's not, well, I have, and it is leveled up somewhat, but nowhere near full. So it might be very underpowered for now. But I guess it's a good trophy to get out of the way on this difficulty level. So I can focus on only powerful weapons when the game is more difficult. Also, one trophy said none for all, and that is to have every companion and or team member leave your team. I don't know if it would be enough to go and shoot them. I don't know if I could make a save game and make them leave or kick them out and then reload save. I think having some of them leave can be that Marion, she was about to quit if she didn't already do it at a point where I attacked the security guard. There were these 4 chambers where you have to terrorize their experiments, so it makes that one lady look really bad. And I thought instead of all this stealth, can't I just go pew 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 pew? And yes, you can. But then she leaves the party and kind of spoils the whole thing because I think it's her companion quest, her last companion quest. I actually got not 100 on that, but there has been a couple of times where companions could leave for their own reasons, gains, whatever. Besides for that, they have been super loyal. Also when I did something stupid or killed too many or killed too little or blah blah blah. And on top of that, my leadership is 0, so I couldn't talk them out of it, I believe. Hot diggity damn. I made coffee. I think there's 2 cups in this one. Holy moly. It's almost bitter. So, my plan that's in no way very thought through is to go do this alone. Increase magazine size. Yeah, that's not it. Utility. I can put a utility thingy on it. Kitty! Sorry, headphone users. Kitty, don't play with the curtain. Okay, so the order is here, but that's not the same as they are going to help me. Right now I'm trying to just go in, no help, do it because... Ah, but it's full of people. Processed rift data. Solicit the order support. Radiohead reformed. I saw a small notice of that yesterday. Primus is playing a European festival for the first time in like almost ever. It's many years ago since they've been here. Guess they don't care much for Europe.
Unauthorized visitors are not authorized.
You needed a stretch?
Ah, man, for Hanan. I heard what she said, but I didn't care. And then she started whacking at me. I think actually this area I was about to go into is exactly the place where, what's her name, Mary saw? Yeah, because I can't see that now. Oh, nice, really? Self-repairing armor mod. It's like a shield on my shield. Is that what it? But I don't bother. Dump aggression. Miles, companion abilities now. Goats. Yeah. Has a cooldown. Yeah, but how long? Let's just play that. We know what we're doing. I guess. Whatever. Oh, no.
Something amiss? Reading phenomena.
Oh, no. Hmm.
Every day to insane strains and abrasions. Danger for a multifactorial disorder.
A multifactorial disorder. You got the... Oh, what's that? What's that? Okay. Oh, oh. I came from... I think. Hmm?
You're remarkably effective for someone so ignorant of abstract calculus.
Shut up. What are all these lapdogs doing here? Oh.
Hello, stranger. Mercenary. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Any undue rage you note in my tone is not at all related to the recent coup in my beloved protectorate. I do so dearly love residing in a nest of traitors, waiting for them to capitulate, unable to aid my fellows at home. It is truly a wonderful feeling. I cannot leave. My sovereign-given task is to bring the Order back into the Protectorate fold. But now it seems as if I must also bring the Protectorate into its own fold. One deed at a time, Philo. Hate is an inaccurate phrase. I find them arrogant and exasperating. Without the Protectorate, this little organization would have no holdings to squat in. I am here because the Sovereign has tasked me with bringing these wayward, pretentious toddlers back into the Protectorate fold. Unfortunately, my time here has taught me that only mass death has the power to change the local hearts and minds. Perhaps enough will be alive to save afterwards. I am not just anyone. The duty of a liaison is of the utmost importance, requiring due diligence and delicacy. Though I suppose it a mite strange that this task fell to me, as I'd urge the vehement tanning of any wayward body bent on disrespecting the Protectorate, which would now include the Protectorate at large. Madness, slandering my beloved Sovereign, following that feckless consul, makes my blood boil. I fear it is not so simple. Though many within the Protectorate still trusted their leaders, a growing minority had begun to question their Sovereign. They argued the losses we've suffered would not have happened if he could truly lead, that his father would not have allowed this to happen. Pah! Anyone who didn't side with the Sovereign will pay, sooner or later. You may count on it. I've proudly served the Protectorate my whole life. Now look at it. Traitors from without, traitors from within. It's enough to make an old man despair. That consul, I never trusted that miserable bastard. His betrayal is so galling, I'd almost care to join the armed forces to bring him to justice myself. But my hands quaver with age, and the Sovereign has tasked me with my own duty. I must see it to completion before all else. Listen, you. The Protectorate does not do delegation. The Protectorate has a will that must be upheld. My presence here is a display of more faith than these fools deserve. Niceties are irrelevant, and likely detrimental to the task at hand. I am here to make the Order see the error of their ways. All other particulates are frivolous.
What is with the anomalous behavior? If it isn't my new favorite operator.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
What?
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Okay, so what if I go to the Order and say something outrageous? Who the hell is that? I'm in that drama.
The plan is always in motion, much like you, it would seem. As I told you in my message, a splinter group was responsible for recruiting your fellow agent and tasking her to perpetrate that heresy. The conviction of those radicals was such that they elected to perish from exposure to Cloister's wilderness to avoid fouling their predictions and my interference. Their interpretation of the data was at odds with mine. I forbade them taking action, to no avail, obviously. I disavowed their actions then, as I do now.
That sure will be some comfort the next time one of my stumps seizes up.
This kind of collateral damage is precisely what I was hoping to avoid. But that is the past. We must look toward the future now. May you achieve
Something down there? Something down there? You lose something down there?
Oh, it's you talking.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Lovely day for a new helmet.
Oh, aren't you the eccentric sort? You lose something down there?
What if I attack her? Maybe there's another way.
Statistical exception to the natural state of entropy in the universe.
Something down there?
Oh god, you guys are everywhere.
Your admittance to the Chamber of Conflict
We have a good
Evaluation
collaboration
strategic planning
going
may come at a later date, as determined by the op.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion. Who told you about that? Were there an experiment being conducted here involving any kind of medicament? Confirming its existence would compromise it. The theoretical existence or non-existence of Order experiments are strictly within the Order's purview. It doesn't concern you. There are no drugs in Laplace's garden. I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
Two birds. I don't know. Hmm.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation. Specifically, a phlogistinated firearm, capable of tunneling through reinforced armor.
Oh, God.
Broadly, weaponry, research, anything capable of giving our exemplars an edge. In the same way that Cloister is a snowball, yes. I have nothing. If I had to dig for the smallest critique, I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
That's a bad go.
Investigating aggressively. Investigating disturbance. About to verify my trepidation. Reacquiring target. Enough shilly-shallying. Poison upon a rolling spiral. A part that is quite so vital. Arching in a circle motion. Giving squares a perfect quotient. Zero. Rooting out the anomaly. Pursuit is concluding as predicted. Fact-checking the enemy's weapons. Mobilizing cautiously toward target. Ending reconnaissance at the predicted time.
The last audio log, right. But what's it saying here? Protectorate. Well, okay. What's the name of this one? Alright, so let's see here. What is my main... No. Utilize the archive, yes. Gain entry into the archive. Enter the archives through Newton. I believe. Follow the road east. I see no road east. Spiaton. I should find a bridge. On my way to... Okay, that must be it. Should come up to a small area saying Newton. I know I've been here. This is where I kinda went through the floor. Waiting for a sign that says Newton. Yeah, I think it's here, no? I'm not sure I am where I'm supposed to be. Oh, you should see the bridge with the giant rift in the distance. Head right towards the tunnel. Tunnel. Ah, here it is. Yes. Deal with the cultist and blah blah blah. But all that's done. Once you reach the entrance to the archive, turn left and enter the small cafeteria. Looking for a seating area. Don't think I've been here.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
I already don't like you. Why are all these order members dead in small rooms like this? A heavy machine gun. Ammo and prep.
Sure. Well, my first customer since reopening after all the grotesque quantities of calumny, insanity, and calamity. I can't begin to tell you how excited I am to solve the calculus of your... Would you like to see my wares?
Photos.
With the Protectorate expelled, the existential threat posed by the Rift gone, and that maniac death cult dealt with, there was little reason to... Besides, by moving quickly and beseech, few things would make me happier.
Plasma sniper, eh? Not really interested. This is not a cafe, this is a bar. I'm looking for round table. You got a dead guy in your bar, dude. Nah, never mind. That was a toss ball card, that's all. Stephen the Chaos Moray. Oh yeah, I needed some explosive level that I don't have or will be able to reach. That's the bar. This is like a freaking chapel, right? Wow, this reminds a little of the one in the original game. And then again, not at all. Ah. Weird I didn't find that small cafe. remember crossing here the first time, being afraid that they would dissolve, right? But they apparently stay for quite some time. So what, Sub-Rosa has poisoned them? Oh! Round table. Roundish chairs? Yeah, no, that was, no. Oh my. Nothing funny to shoot at. Wah. Fully automatic. Just not very fast. Two large double doors. There is not. There is one. Oh, I thought you were looking at me. Sorry. Okay, had to double check. Well, you can't look at me. That's not a... But no. It's just my previous experiences that you would attack.
Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not...
Please observe that the archive entry is heavily defended. Consider an alternate means of access to avoid direct protectorate engagement.
No!
If neither the Order or Auntie's Choice have managed to breach these fortifications, what makes you think we can? Use your lamps, Commander. They've got heavy infantry, turrets, automechs, and Lord knows what else. We need a plan, not just gumption.
I somehow remain uniquely undeterred on launching an immediate frontal assault unprepared. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Right? I like that the game is very keen to tell me, dude, don't do this.
Please consider a course of action that will not result in the graphic cessation of your biological functions.
I will be fine. Enough chit-chat.
This unit wishes you good fortune with your upcoming death and/or dismemberment.
Blah, 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 blah.
Disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Well, so let's fight. Yay!
We reject individualism in all its forms.
1800, that must be enough. And then what do we have here? But this is very good, it doesn't need reloading. Sniper rifle, eh?
Are you mentally refreshed?
Let's see.
The console.
Yeah, totally no-brainer.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment. Perfect thoughts? Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the protectors. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Disdain our sense of community.
You know what? I'm bored. Let's go in. Let's see here. Autosave. Let's see where this is at. Just from entering the room and then reload the gun I need. Upgrade it. But I'm really down. Oh yeah, okay. Try to go further back. See where this takes me. I got grocery shopping today, which is okay, right? But could I put a silencer on this? It wouldn't do anything, would it? It doesn't shoot very hard. It's definitely not no sniper. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want. This.
Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider
this unit.
Use your lamps, Commander.
My lamps are fine.
Please consider a course of act. This unit.
Stop with the chit chat, okay? Okay, mod. Well, like nothing for the rookies reward it was, right? Bullet blender also, and then we go with all this corporate now. All right, so this is going to be the smartest decision ever anybody has made ever in like forever.
Making a mess of things again.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming?
Frost grenade. Don't have a whole lot. Biomass. What else we got? What's this? Serranium. That's a little much, isn't it? Plasma. Okay, let me do.
Not friendly life form detected.
They all died? Whoa. Actually, that's honestly, that's not what I wanted. But I said it before, I'll say it again. Hand grenades in this game are so OP. It's maybe they're not, but any other game, hand grenades. Take Fallout. Hand grenades are like throwing stone. Okay. I'll try to be using this gun. See how it levels up. Because right now it's at level 6.
Guard making a mess of things again.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protector.
Guns locked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Wow, this shoots like shit. This is gonna be painful.
The insides are leaking outside.
This unit requires extensive repairs. Unit is currently unable to assist. Emergency protocols ready.
Hey, please have the decency to die, dude.
Hastening to cover. Ammunition depleted.
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
We're all in this together.
Stop moving.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Individualism.
Preserve said progress. Sustain.
What a rotten thing.
Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the
Check enemy light just turned on.
Engaging combat protocols.
Emergency protocol surrenders primed.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Taking cover. Great.
What the hell was that? Oh, my gun had birthday. So does this fall out?
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Spoldered uniform. Mark III or MK, whatever. Yes, yes. Yoink, yoink. Gimme, gimme, gimme. How many strats should I shoot for my gun to level up?
Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Duty authorized personnel only. Interference with ongoing broadcast is strictly forbidden. I wouldn't use it anyway, I think. Give me a 2-minute break.
Seal for their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
Freezing in here.
Them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
Alright.
This unit advises reducing noise output to avoid detection.
But where's the fun in that?
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died.
Ah, the spiked food from Sub-Zero. No, what's that name? Sub-Zero? That Mortal Kombat guy. He's cool. Is that a cup holder in the bathroom? No. Huh, you never knew. Screw the order. Whoa.
Don't mind me.
No XP from this.
Emergency protocols ready. Maintaining your double.
kitty, relax a little, okay?
Resuming hostilities. Benefits available at your request.
You can't fight contentment.
In the future. Resuming hostilities. Emergency protocol syringes primed. Dispensing a life preserver.
Have your back? Yeah, okay, if you believe it. In this situation, I did not. Oh my. Oops. Don't. Oof. Don't jump off the building.
We cherish all we have and defend it.
No, 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 no. Yeah, no.
Talk about a feat of industrial engineering. The scale alone. Stick close. Close, Commander. Wouldn't want you wandering off and getting lost.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. No need for violence. I yield. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. I suppose. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. I am obliged to face you then. I am no arbiter.
Alert.
It would be dumb to accept help from him, and that counted towards me having help taking over the archives. But a little cold-blooded to shoot him in the head in the bathroom, just like that. Don't think about that too much. It is a game. That's what I'm telling myself.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Colonizer replacement. Greetings, sentient.
Bronze. Took control of the archive without any backup. Now, it would be smart to not continue and go back to this save here. I mean, for the sake of trophies, yeah, that will be some replaying, I believe. Wait a second. Yeah, no. Yeah, am I doing this? Could also be that there is a save game before all the carnage. Let's see here. Because I see this 1.5 hours of gameplay. Granted, some of that time, excuse me, was me searching for... So there's still option up there, right? Dude, I don't know what I'm looking like. I wonder how he moves in it if it's not heavy like... Yeah. Anyway, not important. Am I raw material? What time is it? Reflective. No fancy keys. No. And a bunch of ammo.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
So, solicit backup from... Maybe. But I would like to get Auntie's Choice on board first. And then go to see the order. Not like I need both of them anyway. I guess help is help, right? I hope. Let's see here. Overview. Get help taking the archive. Alright. You can seek assistance from Auntie Cleo, Auntie's Choice, or the Order in taking over the archive. but you'll need to earn their trust, first by completing their faction quests. Alternatively, you can also work on getting 2 factions to have an alliance, or side with no one and just go directly to the archive. Choosing a side, forming an alliance, or going by yourself can affect the ending. Negotiate an alliance between the factions. Now this... If you choose to form an alliance between the Order and Auntie's Choice, gain their favor first by doing their faction quests, in plural. Not singular. Once you're given an audience with presiding Bishop Ruth Bazaar or Auntie Cleo, choosing the dialogue that expressed the intention to form an alliance between their factions. Afterwards, a negotiation will be agreed upon. An equitable arrangement. You'll take the role of a mediator, and you can choose to favor one faction over the other or ask for a compromise. Shit. Maybe I blew it already. Let's see. Right? Right. Lorette Craft. Gah. Alright, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee and think this through, because this branches out. You want to do 2 things, and each of those 2 things has 2 things. So now it's 4, and in which order? What? I'm a little confused. Thanksgiving in America, wasn't that yesterday? Was it today, Friday? Or was it yesterday and today is the crazy shopping day, Black Friday in America? It's Black Friday here. Or black nougat. Thought might as well use the time for something with the water boiling. So I was looking out for Katie. Coffee is ready. What's up, Katie? What's up? So, okay, speak to Auntie. This is what I'm going for here. And fingers crossed I got what it takes of perks and whatnot. Right. Let's get to the ship, I believe. It's not on this planet. Yes. Right? Right.
Enjoy it artificially.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaned Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's pretty face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings!
Don't let us keep you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
That might actually be true what he just said. Heinous aesthetic. Auntie's Choice. Could be. Now, alright, so, clearly. Raise the possibility of working together with the head of Auntie's Choice. Yeah.
When I first got assigned to your team, I was beside myself with excitement. Since then, you've really proven yourself every bit of the legend I'd hoped you would be. I've come to respect you, Commander. Not just as a leader, but as a,
Yeah.
well, as a friend, too. Sometimes I think about, guess that's one thing we have to thank the Protectorate for. Their escape pods are built to last. It was just me and Val for so long. Not to get too maudlin, but I'm used to losing the people who mean the most to me. I just want you to know, I'm not gonna let that happen this time. You got it.
Shut up. Right. Ursula and Pentagrass, right. So, side quests. No, faction quests, it must be. Okay, mysteries of the mental modulators. Mr. Reese? You gathered supplemental information. Okay, so back into the loony bin. I hope I didn't do something stupid there to avoid this. Let's see. Region, back to the ship, right?
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles into a thing of symmetry.
Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together.
No. This is not where I want to be, I think. So his save is in there with him? Pech. Money. Pech. More money.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer! Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended. Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Not sure I should equip that. But are these items cataloged in food and drink? No. Junk items. Okay, so pharmacology sample, refreshment pharmacology, mental refreshment pharmacology sample. Right. Spread tongue. It looks like a rubber ball. No. This is the second item I need from this place. It's here. Mental refreshment pharmacology sample. Right. All right. Science 7, Medical 7. Shit. Medical 7, Science 7. Yeah, okay, now
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas?
You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
Apparently this one's never sampled his own supply before.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. Oh, how outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my... Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly.
To document the wonders of the mental refreshment process.
You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for.
Why? I'm always up for spirited debate. I thought it said sprinted.
Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
They're dedicated, well-meaning, and look to tomorrow.
They're obsessed with tomorrow. Why even worry about the future anyway? The paradigm maps out our path, so we don't need to be concerned about what comes next. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Yes, I've seen the craters left in their wake. They're quite capable as far as looting and destruction go. I'm not sure I perceive the merit in that, though. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
Damn it. I made a mistake. But he talks so slow that I might skip a little in the conversation. If you got speech 11, I don't, but I think I saw. But this is just a coincidence, you know. 7, 7, and 11. That's exactly what you need here to get the very best outcome.
Well, this is normally where you...
I'm an outsider.
Even... To what end are you here? Tell me true. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for. Yes, so, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
They greatly... I don't know if this is good. Now I just try.
My position is a burden, gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think, though your point, while gratingly expressed, is... What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any... That actually... Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
Uh-oh, I have a problem here. In the Protectorate, guess everything looks great if you're doing the mental rewriting instead of receiving it. You almost sound like your patients. Are you repeating a script? I admit I sometimes wish I didn't have to think and have every need cared for.
Sounds very nice now, doesn't it? Perhaps you'll consider a brief stint in the lathe of particularity once we're done here? Quick little tune-up and you'll feel right as rain. Oh, that does sound rather engaging. Regular discourse with near intellectual equals. Likely less of them singing. Though, of course, it does depend what we'd be debating. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here? You don't think I'd send thousands through the process if I wasn't absolutely confident of it being unharmful. The results speak for themselves, literally. Our subjects have never been more content. They say so repeatedly. Huh. Taken as a whole, that was the most engaging conversation I've had in... oh, well, couldn't even say. Yes, it's true. I am thoroughly disturbed by how much you made me question many long-held beliefs. But frankly, that was quite invigorating. Now, what next? Really? That's exceptionally flattering, and something I never would have considered before our belief-shaking conversation. But honestly, I do deserve it, don't I? Might I ask for a few additional particulars? For instance, what is the title of the role?
2 vice presidents are waiting to tell you everything on GACS undisputed claim. Tip-top head of innovation research. Just head to their flagship to begin. I'll go.
My, that sounds wonderful. I shall head there straight away. Thank you so much for making this opportunity happen.
That was incredibly lucky. And possibly enough for Auntie's choice to help me take the archives.
Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Pickpocket has been a very good perk for me. And I think at a higher difficulty, I actually think, you know, to get money and to get stuff, that's the most honest of perk. But I see how it could come in handy. Alright. Kill him? Why? Oh. Looking for a red door. And that's not it. Oh, well, that is it. Think so. I've already did this. Special Ministrations floor. Nope. Ooh, sure. What is the lift? Is this where I want to be? God damn it, why does it say where I'm going? Low privilege privilege priority pass. No, I'm looking for keys. Yes, here. And it's called the full privilege priority pass. Oh, ding. Alright.
To deliberate is to cause ruin.
Look for a lift. Whoop. Thank you, Nance. Yes.
They
That
never
like a
questioned, never doubted, their zeal never lagged.
Eyes up. Hostiles.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
I'm curious of we attack now.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
Cool armor though.
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time. Preposterous. The consul and all the vigilant are above reproach.
No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be. Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think I got the audio log from in here. Let's get out of this crazy place. You cannot fast travel from this location. Alright, so just anything else. Right. Still can't fast travel. Alright, so just give me... Ah, alright, thank you. I'm too lost without map markers.
exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. All in this together.
Nothing to see here. This reminds me of Bully, where you have to throw toilet paper over to the guy in the stall. I don't know why. Canis? No, I forgot how it's said in Latin. It's funny it's dog eat dog and not Bully. It will always be Bully, I guess.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the consul.
Canis? In edit Eta? Nah. Canis edit. I can't remember. Collect additional materials. I don't think there is more to be collected. Oh, wait a second. Didn't I get a new... Four out of 7. 4 out of 7. I think it's lowered the number of keys needed here. Silly. What? I pushed left on the diagonal buttons to. That was a Fallout thing, I think. That was dumb. Did I just go back into the ship now? No. Ah. No.
Tyler. Base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. Always remember, commercialism is the
Did I piss off somebody?
foundation that anti-choice
Sorry.
society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now?
As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in product testing. Pesky side effects as an
I see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
Of course you did, my most trusted ameliorator. You never fail to amaze and impress.
Head Refresher Gould will fit right in, surely. Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology, and that will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results.
Ugh. Mm-hmm.
Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable? Oh, good to know, good to know. But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology. Excellent. Well, here's your reward, along with something extra for your effort. And more for converting head refresher ghouls to the joys of commerce. All right, for your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo!
So your preliminary chores are complete? Oh, finally a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization?
I don't know if Auntie's choice faction quests.
It's true, the old corporations cared little for the individual, whereas I'd like to see each and every one of our employees rise from the refuse heap, like I did. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, we've considered our rivals. I received a most curious transmission from Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the order, proposing we discuss the prospect of our groups working together. She stated this was your idea.
I think I should push on to have, like, you know, both of them.
Yes, and I'm sure a certain delegate or two had nothing to do with it. A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options, assuming we could work out favorable terms. Are you sure you'd rather pursue this over your current exclusive contract with us? Before I contact Ruth, I want to be 110% certain. Fine. I'll initiate a call with Ruth through a secure line in the conference room next door. Let's pick this up there. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, so it's not done yet? Oh. I hope I can do this. In the next room. Here? Duh. Wasn't she supposed to get a better lab? Maybe it's for the best to keep her in there. Right. Automate production. Okay, I'm freaking confused. The room next door, she said, right? That does make sense to me. And I can't go there, so I can only go here. And it looks like I locked myself out of the 4th floor. I think that was... This is dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Most likely.
If you have business here, don't let me keep you.
Yeah. What? Ruth and Auntie have agreed to meet via monitor in a secure room on the ACS undisputed claim. Head there and mediate their discussions. I'm confused.
Don't let us keep you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
Right. I feel a small urge to try spell that out to see if he's right, but I'm afraid he is.
But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Than the Protector, its watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes.
Commendations on so successfully climbing the corporate rungs. Everything seems to be going according to plan. I've even heard titterings that Auntie has taken notice. When you meet with Auntie, be accommodating but also bold. Raise the issue with her if she doesn't raise it first. Performing more labor for Auntie's choice will inevitably bring our fair corporation into further conflict with the Order. So we only have one shot at this. Make it count. I'd offer you luck, but I trust you have the skill.
I trust I have the skills. It's very sweet of you to say, but I doubt it.
Our team's 32 backs benched.
Why is it so difficult for me to figure out where the fudge I have to go? Alright, so an equitable arrangement. Right. Last updated yesterday. Oof. Alright, talk to the vicar, gain favor on his choice and the order, gain favor on his choice and the order, propose an alliance to Anti-Cleo and Bishop Ruth Bassar, propose an alliance to Anti-Cleo, negotiate the alliance. And both factions have agreed to an alliance. Have agreed. No. After completing a study in disruption and crash course in telemetry. Crash course in telemetry? A study in disruption. Right. Failing to persuade Bishop Ruth to form an alliance locks you into siding with the Order. This also fails an equitable arrangement and starts methods of applied force. Negotiating the alliance. When okay, have agreed to an alliance. They have not agreed yet, but travel to head office tower in the ACS.
A wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most big-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every meal you...
So I can fast travel places I can't walk? I don't get it. Ride the elevator down to secure telecommunications and enter the door.
Auntie's Choice Society is based upon, not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions.
Ride the elevator down.
What's more,
okay.
process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and thusly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice. Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the doubt.
Oh.
With my latest report. With Dr. Giles.
Save complete. Wrong button. There we go.
Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the Order's too busy crunching numbers to attend to business. There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issues. Cloister's atmosphere has a tendency to... Oh, yes. Regale us with a thorough account of Cloister's atmosphere. Spare no detail. This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better.
Oh, schnitzel. Speech 14, leadership 14, shit, science 14. I don't even know what my science level is, but it's not 14. Oh god, this is gonna go south. Right.
If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed. Auntie, perhaps you should start us off. From where I'm positioned, I sense 3 sore points still in need of massage. Point 1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology. Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the archive without interference from Auntie's choice. What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more practical use. Imagine the marketing strategies it could develop. I would sever my own hand before giving custody of the archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question.
Compromise, because I don't have speech 14. The order taking the archive will make Auntie Cleo disagree, but can easily be dissuaded by choosing Ruth. Maybe Ruth will allow you to use the archive in the future. No need to discuss it now. Compromise.
I am amenable to that proposition. Less work on our part. I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal.
God.
No one said anything about paying, but, it would be a pittance compared to the future profits we might derive. Involving money in science seems questionable, but having access to Auntie's resources would be useful for our research. Fine. Yes, I agree. Reluctantly. Ruth, I commend you for being so receptive, and I assure you that Auntie's choice values science. Nothing bad has ever happened when science and commerce are combined. On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives, specifically the production of skip cores. No one understands production like we do. Besides which, we have far more experience using skip drives. It was how we came to Arcadia, after all. Where Auntie's choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration merely for lack of experience. So you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants one? Preposterous, and a waste of a perfectly good monopoly. We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to, and a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
Yeah. And then it comes to leadership or speech. 14. Oh. Science 14, I can't do that. Okay, let Auntie's choice.
Exactly right. I will want to run some calculations to be sure, but I'm willing to concede on this point for now. There is still the question of who takes possession of the Protectorate's rift technology once the war is finished. Although the science is still largely theoretical, this technology could be used to not only close rifts, but create new ones. A dangerous power indeed, left in the wrong hands. The Order would fritter away valuable time endlessly hand-wringing what to do with the technology. Auntie's choice would actually use it. For good, of course. In a gainful manner.
Science 14, right. Leadership. Auntie's choice and the Order will share.
A 50-50 split? But that's so equal.
A poke in the eye.
I generally consider anything less than a majority as practically a loss. But fine. If Ruth's open to it, I believe I can agree on the general terms here. And, well, we can haggle over minor quibbling details like percentages later. I shall look forward to brokering the math with you, Cleo. There is one final matter I wish to discuss. I require some chemicals that I have been told are manufactured at a plant on Praetor, controlled by Auntie's choice. Observation 9. Damn. Speech 14. I know which plant you're referring to, Ruth, and what comes out of it is hardly safe for general use. Out of professional curiosity, what could you possibly need with such dangerous compounds? Running a little experiment, are we? On what? Or whom? That is, quite frankly, none of your concern.
I feel like
It would be irresponsible of me to provide extremely dangerous chemicals without proper notification of what they will be used for. After all, we're partners now, aren't we? I will make no progress with my request without further explanation, will I? While the archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were. Unfortunately, this headgear exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I require these chemicals to finish it.
yeah.
Certainly, but nothing I'm not prepared to suffer. And I thought we were the ones who threw caution to the wind. Well, Ruth, if worst comes to worst, I'd be happy to serve as a substitute teacher for the Order. A generous offer, but I fear you lack a certain number of qualifications. Conscience, for example.
Uh-oh, here we go. It's your decision, Ruth. Yeah, I can't change outcome. It's your decision. If you're prepared to pay the cost, who am I to object? I don't like this idea, but I also don't care enough to try and talk you out of it. What are the chances that this turns out successful? You must have run the numbers. Define personality change.
There is a strong likelihood that it will short-circuit my limbic system, eradicating my ability to experience emotion. Oh, so you'll be even more of a bore. Ooh, doesn't sound like you'll be much fun at our future board meetings. Only a child uses fun as a metric of any significance.
Right.
That math is confidential, but I have enough reason to believe the outcome will be favorable. I did not anticipate needing to fight for my own physical autonomy, but thank you for respecting my choice. Oh, how it's delightful to me to see you squirm. All right. I'll get you your weird chemicals. I'll even provide you our corporate discount, practically wholesale. Best I'll say is today's outcome is workable. Barely. Our games were not as exclusive as I had hoped they'd be. Arriving at any arrangement even remotely equitable was statistically improbable. Be glad our mediator managed to find a middle path forward. As am I. You certainly have a way of curving probability into your favor. Well, that'll be all for today. Don't forget to purchase the latest in Auntie's Choice products out on the value-added Esplanade, or enjoy a refreshing cocktail at the Best Choice. And do come see me personally when you have time. I have just the thing in mind for an accomplished freelancer such as yourself. One moment. There are still the logistics of recapturing the archive to consider. We'll,
Wait,
of course,
what?
provide...
What? I can't pronounce that. This game. Let's see here. Cooperation. Ooh. Convinced Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to work together. A bronze trophy. Leaves me at 40% of the trophies.
Let's provide our expert troops to support these efforts. Have your people call my people to sort details. Toodaloo! Brusque as ever. Auntie's troopers will certainly help us manage the Protectorate forces easier, especially if supported by your help. But it would be irrational to expect you to endanger your own life without a more specific strategy in place. Fortunately, I have already given this some thought. First, Order forces must move into our former headquarters at Spyreton. A simpler task now that you have liberated it. By all accounts, you thoroughly routed the enemy. Well done. More importantly, there is a lift located in Spyreton which can deliver our troops into the archive to assist you against the Protectorate. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the archive, however. So you will need to infiltrate the archive by alternate means, via a bridge connected to Newton. Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there. Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift currently blocking the bridge. There is a computronical key that you will also need to locate within the archive called the Calcaduceus. The Calcaduceus grants special access to the archive. Once it is back in Order hands, we will have full control over its systems once more. Until the Order has control over the archive again, this discussion is all but moot. You know what must be done. May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
Can't believe I just watched peace made between the Order and Auntie's Choice. Seems like a dream I'd have after eating too many woolly curds.
Why is there no oranges in these here? Or apples? And why does this table look like, you know, a gambling table? I like it. Actually, I was, how do you say, tight? No, I was tense during this. I can feel it now that I'm relaxing in my stomach. I was so afraid that this would go south because my... But 7711, that was really, really good. And a coincidence. Actually, I think I wanna take a break. You know, it's Friday. Most people here got paid today. I need to do some grocery shopping. I'd rather stay home. That's not a secret. Much rather. Or call my friend who has a car and we could go there. But it's impossible today, she's busy. Yeah. God dang it. I should go do adult stuff. And come back. Yay! Kitty food. Ugh. Gonna be heavy because I need Coke too. Kitty food, Coke. Coffee. Ugh. More bread. I better make a list. Alright. Thanks for watching. Excuse my ridiculous rant about nothing important to anybody but me. Hope to see you later. In, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5. Wait, what? Yeah, 4.5 hours. New dailies and Fallout will come up. I promised a good friend to hang out with him. So if I see him, then that's where I'll be. I'll be there for dailies. It usually takes an hour. And if nobody shows up and I'm all alone, then I have no real reason to hang out there once I'm done. So I'll be back here. But it's not a promise and I cannot guarantee. In any case, I will be online. If you care about that game, you're welcome to join me there. We can team up or figure out a way to help each other. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope to see you a little later. I think this will take an hour. Yeah, it will. Take care. Oh. What about a quick... Can I get you guys in here? Yeah, no, all the way in. No, no. So what about here? Can we make something funny in here? You're freaking boring.
Can't just shoot in the thin air.
To the rescue! Sight unseen. Let's get you healed.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the sick hit. What in the where now? Nobody around. Ain't nothing there. No. No target. Ain't nothing there.
Alright, fine. I'm trying to make a thumbnail. Dude, I don't know. Let's just go here. Right, and now, idle camera. That might work. Yeah. Why is Niles not on my team? Only her.
Nobody around.
Oh. No, okay. Right. Take care. See you guys later.